If you are tired of always feeling left out and rejected by your friends and loved ones, or find it hard to trust and form close relationships with others, you may be dealing with avoidant personality disorder, a condition that can make it difficult for you to connect with others and feel confident in social situations. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. And today's topic is going to be a very interesting and worthwhile one: how to spot avoidant personality disorder. Welcome to our channel, where we talk about the journey to self-development. If you're new here, we trust you're going to love this video. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back. Now, before we get started, it's important to note that avoidant personality disorder is a serious mental health condition that should be treated by a professional. This condition is characterized by feelings of extreme social inhibitions, inadequacy, and sensitivity to negative criticism or rejection. And people with avoidant personality disorder may have a hard time forming and maintaining close relationships, and may often feel socially isolated. Since social inadequacy is one primary aspect of this condition, later on in the video, I'll be sharing a few things you can do to help yourself feel more comfortable and confident in social situations. So you really should stick around for that. Now, moving on to how you can spot avoidant personality disorder. There are a few key signs to look out for, and the first I'd like to talk about is social isolation. People with avoidant personality disorder may avoid social situations and have very few close friends or relationships because they feel anxious or uncomfortable in social situations and may prefer to be alone. Social isolation can be a deeply personal experience for those affected by it, since people with avoidant personality disorder often feel anxious and self-conscious in social situations that they avoid interacting with others to reduce their anxiety. This results in a sense of loneliness and isolation, as the person may feel like they don't fit in or belong with others. Most times, for people with avoidant personality disorder, social isolation is a way to protect themselves from being rejected or judged by others. They may feel like they are not good enough or that they don't have anything to offer, so they withdraw from social interactions to avoid being hurt. It is such a difficult cycle to break because the more isolated a person becomes, the more anxious and self-conscious they may feel in social situations. Ultimately, social isolation is a major sign of avoidant personality disorder because it is a way for the affected person to cope with their feelings of inadequacy and anxiety. This coping mechanism might help them feel safer and more in control in the now, but it can also lead to a sense of loneliness and disconnection from others. There is also the problem of difficulty forming and maintaining close relationships for people with avoidant personalities, and this issue sometimes extends even to people they like. A person with avoidant personality disorder may feel unworthy or undeserving of love and affection, and so becomes hesitant to get close to you, even if they admire you. This tells you how so much of the condition has very little to do with you, the person who feels disconnected, and more to do with the person dealing with the disorder. People with avoidant personality disorder may find it difficult to form and maintain close relationships with others due to their intense feelings of insecurity and the fear of rejection. So they are constantly worried that others will not accept them or that they will be rejected. And their responses to this can be to avoid social situations or struggle to open up to others. Low self-esteem is another sign people with avoidant personality disorder may have, and this includes feeling inadequate or inferior to others. For people like this, low self-esteem can manifest in several ways, such as feeling unworthy or unlovable, believing that they are not good enough, and feeling like they do not measure up to others. These feelings of inadequacy can be deeply ingrained and may be triggered by even minor social interactions or challenges, leading to avoidance of social situations and a reluctance to engage with others. In the end, people with low self-esteem due to avoidant personality disorder feel isolated and disconnected from others, a situation that further fuels their feelings of inadequacy and worthlessness. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content about self-development and improving your life. It really helps our new channel, and your kindness will go a long way. The fear of rejection is also a common sign to look out for in yourself if you suspect you have avoidant personality disorder. People with this condition may be fearful of rejection and even go to great lengths to avoid it. They may be hesitant to try new things or take risks because they are afraid of being rejected or judged by others. At its core, this fear of rejection reflects a deep-seated pattern of avoidance and withdrawal from social situations. It is why you may struggle to initiate or maintain relationships with others, because you fear being rejected or judged. You may also be reluctant to engage in activities or hobbies that might expose you to criticism or rejection. But consider how this fear of rejection can be incredibly limiting. Think of it as a barricade that prevents you from fully embracing your power. You don't want this constant source of anxiety that makes it difficult for you to fully engage in the world around you. And one thing I want you to leave here with today, holding on to, is that with the right treatment and support, you can overcome this fear. You can learn to embrace your true self, even in the face of potential rejection. You may also experience difficulty expressing your emotions as a person with avoidant personality disorder. And this can be either because you don't want to risk being vulnerable or because you just don't feel comfortable with your emotions. So you struggle to express these emotions in a healthy and appropriate way. There may also be overwhelming feelings caused by these emotions, feelings that you may have difficulties identifying or labeling them. These difficult feelings often lead to secondary difficulties in trusting others due to the fear of rejection or judgment. Another sign of avoidant personality disorder to look out for is chronic feelings of inadequacy. These feelings of inadequacy may be reinforced by negative experiences or trauma in the individual's past, such as being rejected or criticized by others. They may also be the result of low self-esteem and a lack of self-confidence. To cope with or escape these feelings of inadequacy, individuals with avoidant personality disorder may engage in avoidant behaviors, such as avoiding social situations or avoiding interacting with others altogether. These behaviors can further reinforce sentiments of inadequacy, as they end up feeling like they are unable to form meaningful connections with others, and that they are not good enough. But just because you have avoidant personality disorder doesn't mean you have to live in fear or isolation. There are things you can do to help yourself feel more comfortable and confident in social situations, and I'll be sharing a few that I'm confident will help. One of the most important things you can do to help yourself, if you have avoidant personality disorder, is to seek therapy. A therapist can help you work through your fears and insecurities and teach you coping strategies to deal with social situations. I also advise people dealing with this condition to practice self-care more. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, and exercising regularly. Also, take time to do things that make you feel good, whether it's reading a book, watching a movie, or going for a walk. You should also set small goals, because it can be overwhelming to think about attending a big party or giving a presentation. So start small. Set a goal to have a conversation with one new person at a social event, or to participate in a group activity. As you achieve these small goals, you'll start to feel more confident and capable. Lastly, I need you to be patient with yourself, because the truth is that overcoming avoidant personality disorder won't happen overnight. It takes time and practice to learn new skills and become more comfortable in social situations. Be patient with yourself, and remember that progress is progress, no matter how small. I hope you find these tips helpful, and leave your questions and comments if you have any. Also, like the video to help it reach more people. Until next time, Keep seeking support and take small steps towards overcoming your avoidant personality disorder.